There's a song in my heart, I feel like I belong. It's a better place since you came along. It's a better place since you came along. I see the whole world in your eyes. It's like I've known you my whole life. We just feel so right. So I pour my heart into your hands. It's like you really understand. You love the way I am. And I hold my favorite thing. And I hold the love that you bring. But it feels like I've opened my eyes again. And the colors are golden and bright again. And the sun paints the skies and the wind sings our song. It's a better place since you came along. It's a better place since you came along. Now I'm alright. Now I'm alright. Everything's alright. 'Cause it feels like I've opened my eyes again. And the colors are golden and bright again. There's a song in my heart, I feel like I belong. It's a better place since you came along. It's a better place since you came along.
Good evening. I'm Vicki Schwartz, and I'm president of the La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities Association. Welcome to our 5-year anniversary celebration. Many years ago, when I was a 16-year-old student, I was sent by my hometown to Regensburg, Germany, as part of a Sister Cities program. My German sister and I are still friends today. That experience brought me so much joy and enriched my life, and I wanted to bring the same kind of experiences to our community and to the young people in our town. Thank you to the City Council for your many years of support and encouragement. I'd also like to thank our Board of Directors. We have an incredible executive board and leadership team who've put in countless hours to make this program a success. As you'll hear later this evening, we won 2 significant awards from Sister Cities International and from the California Youth Leadership Summit. I'm very proud of these awards, and again, thank you to all of you who helped make these programs a success, especially the students who participated. In the past 5 years, we've exchanged 27 students with Villanueva de la Cañada, as well as 3 teachers. We've also sent 21 students to youth leadership conferences all over the United States. This evening, we have some celebrity hosts, Michael and Elsa Gross. I'd like to thank them for being part of Sister Cities and for all that they are doing to promote the organization. They have a long background in international travel. Elsa was a Peace Corps volunteer, so they know in the power of these long-term international friendships. They've traveled extensively and we're the perfect hosts when we do our wine tasting in just a few minutes. So, I would like to toast to 5 years of La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities, to 5 years in the La Cañada community. I'd like to thank the community of Villanueva de la Cañada and the incredible community of La Cañada Flint Ridge. Cheers!
Thank you for that kind introduction, Vicki, and for that great overview of the first 5 years of our La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities Association. I am Michael Gross, and this is my wife,
Elsa. Your MCs for this year's annual meeting and 5th anniversary celebration. We are presenting this event, like so many others this year, at a safe social distance from our listeners. So welcome to our home.
One of the many things we've missed during all the social distancing this past year is travel to distant places. Now, Elza and I have been to all 7 continents, are currently searching for an 8th, and so can't wait to put this pandemic behind us and plan our next far-flung vacation. Now, while I enjoy travel, it is my wife who truly has a history of wanderlust.
Not only did I attempt to stow away on an ocean liner headed for the Netherlands when I was 9,
True story.
but I joined the Peace Corps after college, and I was in the first all-women's group of volunteers to be sent to Morocco in North Africa. I've been back to Morocco many times, and I've worked with the Chicago Sister Cities organization, paired with the city of Casablanca, Morocco. I love to travel.
And one of the things we love most about it is the cross-cultural exchange. The opportunity to build bridges, to see how others live, work, play.
And eat. Well, don't forget about the food.
Yes, the food. And because one of the few places I have never been is Spain, I am very much looking forward to visiting our sister city, Villanueva de la Cañada, near Madrid, to see how they live, work, play, and, yes, to sample the local cuisine.
I've taught you well. But enough about us. Let's hear from La Cañada Flint Ridge Mayor Michael Davitt, State Senator Anthony Portantino, and others who appreciate the good work of La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities as much as we do.
Well, greetings and welcome to this great celebration of the 5th anniversary of La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities. I'm Michael Davitt, the mayor, and it's my privilege to welcome you. It was also my pleasure in 2017 to sign the agreement with Villanueva de la Cañada, cementing our partnership and sister city relationship with that wonderful city in Spain. There's been many accomplishments for this organization, which our entire community is so proud of. Most recently, the International Sister Cities Award for Innovation, based upon our partnership with JPL and the European space community. One of the great benefits that Sister Cities has added to our city is the involvement of our community organizations, our service organizations, our youth, and our adults. It truly touches so many people, and this is something that's so important and one of the reasons why the organization is so valuable. Just this past year, the City Council of La Cañada Flint Ridge was able to perform a joint meeting with the City Council from Villanueva de la Cañada. This was a great experience, and we look forward to doing that again with them soon. This is another example of the progress and the working relationship that has been so beneficial to this organization and our entire city. So congratulations, welcome, enjoy, and thank you very much.
Hi, I'm State Senator Anthony Portantino. But more importantly, I'm a resident of La Cañada Flint Ridge, a proud resident of La Cañada Flint Ridge. And I had the distinct honor to travel to Villanueva de la Cañada to represent La Cañada Flint Ridge and sign the formal MOU agreement with Mayor Partida to launch our sister cities affiliation between the two communities. So thank you, Vicky Schwartz, for asking me to go to Spain and represent our community and have the honor of signing that document. I can tell you that the folks there were excited, they were warm, they were generous, they were so happy to have me and have, more importantly, the relationship with La Cañada Flint Ridge, Mayor Partida, my good friend Fernando, Ana Luisa, Rhonda, all of the folks there just welcomed me with open arms and really, really had a great spirit about them. And I know we reciprocated when they were here as well. I'm happy to see my wife Ellen is on the board and is supporting Sister Cities now, as we're a proud Sister Cities family, and look forward to seeing the community continue to embrace Sister Cities projects. Think of all the students and young people who have benefited from the exchange program. Think of our common interest in aerospace. This has been a wonderful boon for La Cañada Flint Ridge, and I know the folks in Villanueva de la Cañada feel the same way. So thanks for putting on this program tonight, and everybody have a great time. God bless.
Hello, I'm Congressman Adam Schiff, and I'm proud to represent California's 28th Congressional District, which includes the city of La Cañada Flint Ridge. I want to congratulate the La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities Association on your 5th anniversary. For 5 years, the city has built a special connection with our sister city, Villanueva de la Cañada in Madrid, Spain. Through this unique opportunity for cultural exchange, we have fostered peace, mutual respect, and collaboration across continents. In 2016, I had the opportunity to meet with La Cañada Flint Ridge students in my office when they attended the 60th anniversary of Sister Cities International in Washington, D.C. It was clear to me then how much of an impact this program is having on young minds, inviting them to think beyond our borders and act as global citizens. Congratulations for receiving the 2020 Award for Innovation in Education for your International Space Academy program, and more recently, the Betty Wilson and Thelma Press Outstanding Youth Program Award. Thank you for all that you do to promote and sustain this unique program, and I wish you many more years of success. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Los Angeles County Supervisor Catherine Barger. Congratulations to La Cañada Flint Ridge and Villanueva de la Cañada, Spain, on your 5th anniversary as sister cities. A sister city relationship enriches the lives of people in both regions and fosters greater cultural appreciation and understanding. You've proven that all cultures have a lot in common and shown that we can work together when we have a shared passion. You both have a clear commitment to youth enrichment and exploration, earning you the well-deserved Award for Innovation in Education and Outstanding Youth Program Award. You've also had 27 students and 3 teachers participate in your remarkable exchange programs and have sent 21 students to Sister Cities International Youth Leadership Summits. I am grateful that our partners in Spain have warmly welcomed our residents and am proud to have them visit us. Thank you for your commitment to unity, innovation, and collaboration. Congratulations on your 5th anniversary, and here's to many more.
Hi, my name is Mark Alexander. I am the La Cañada Flint Ridge City Manager. On behalf of the city staff, I'm very pleased to extend our congratulations to the La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities Association on your 5-year anniversary. Over these past 5 years, the association has provided so many amazing opportunities for our community and our youth to come together, to learn, to experience, share, and come to appreciate the differences of other cultures, communities, cities, and nations. So thank you to the La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities Association Board of Directors, participating community members, and active youth. It is your dedication and ongoing commitment that makes La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities program such a tremendous achievement and truly reward for the community. From the city staff, congratulations on your first 5 years. Happy anniversary.
Hi, I'm Carl Alameda, Assistant City Manager of the City of La Cañada Flint Ridge. Congratulations, La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities, on your annual meeting and all the success that your group has had since its inception. It's been exciting to see the growth as one of the first members of the organization. Thank you for all the opportunities you've created for local youth through your extensive programming and all the other events and adventures that you provided the community at large. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pete Lauenstein. I'm one of the co-directors for the International Space Academy, and I joined Sister Cities about 5 years ago because I believe these international exchange programs are a great way to open the doors to the world for our kids. I know that I'm still friends with Harry Fagerlund from Finland, who I met when I was a junior in high school. And I sure hope that we can create opportunities for those kinds of lasting friendships with the kids in our community.
I'm Gabrielle Mendham, and I work with our Sister Cities Cultural Exchange Program. Vicki and I were fortunate to make the trip to our sister cities several years ago. We were treated like royalty there. Of course, the real royal members on that trip were Terry Walker and her famous husband, Woody. During the trip, we met 2 of the students that we were able to host later that summer, which was really a delightful experience. I've included a picture of Esther, Lucia, and others at our welcoming party. In addition to the students, I have gained so much from my new friendships with adults in the program. Thank you, Sister Cities.
Hi, my name is Diane Moldavsky, and I'm the treasurer for Sister Cities. I've been involved in the organization since it began just 5 years ago. I'm honored to be a part of our dedicated team as an executive board member, all of us working together to enrich the lives in our global community. I have seen how the Sister Cities exchange of cultural experience has provided very positive results for both young and old, and I look forward to the continuation and expansion of our programs long into the future.
Hi, I'm Pam Knapp with the La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities Association. I'm the Communications Director and a founding board member. What a great 5 years it has been. Vicki Schwartz had a dream, and she gathered together an amazing group of men and women to make that dream come true. Congratulations, Sister Cities, and cheers to the next 5 years and beyond.
Hi, I'm Sue Wright. I became aware of La Cañada Sister Cities Association right at the start. My daughter was one of the high school students who represented La Cañada at the Sister Cities Youth Leadership Summit in Washington, D.C. She had an incredible experience. In fact, I think that conference was at least partially responsible for her decision to major in international relations in college. My husband and I wanted to help ensure that other high school students would also get to enjoy impactful opportunities, like attending the Leadership Summit and traveling abroad, so we became Sister Cities members. And after our daughter went off to college, I joined the Sister Cities board, where I work with a great group of people who've come together both to expand cultural awareness in our community and to have a good time. By the way, my Sister Cities role on the board is membership chair. So for those of you who are Sister Cities members, we are so grateful for your support. And for those of you who aren't yet members, I hope you'll consider joining us someday. Thanks very much.
Hi everyone, I'm Allison McQuay and I'm the Youth Group Advisor here in La Cañada. And I got involved with Sister Cities when I started just helping organize some activities for the exchange students while they were here in the summer. And then I was a host mom 2 summers ago, which was a great experience. And I'll tell you, when all this COVID stuff is over, our first family trip is going to be to Spain and Portugal, and we are going to Villanueva de la Cañada and see all of you. Thanks.
Oh, hi. I'm Donald Voss. I'm one of the original members of the executive board of the La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities Association. I'm also the chair of the Strategic Planning Committee. Having a strategic plan in place helps us keep focused and effective.
Hi, I'm Grace Tan Wong, and I'm the newest co-director of the International Space Academy, as well as a member of the Strategic Committee. Being part of the La Cañada Sister Cities is special for me because I now connect 2 important parts of my world together. My hometown of almost 30 years with JPL, where I worked on missions to Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and beyond. Congratulations to La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities for a fabulous 5-year anniversary.
I'm Greg Brown, former mayor of the city of La Cañada Flint Ridge, as well as a member of the board of the Sister Cities Association. So to me, it's just exciting to see all of the side benefits that have come from our youth association, the joint city council meetings, the space agencies having some interactions, and I think there'll be many more to come. So congratulations to everybody from the Sister Cities that's contributed to this effort.
Thanks for those kind words and welcome back. And now, more about food. To give us a little tasting tour of some of the wines and cheeses you can find in and around Villanueva de la Cañada, we'd like to take you to our kitchen to welcome Lisa from the Gill Family Estate Winery and Courtney from the La Cañada Cheese Shop.
So uncork your wine, unwrap that cheese, and join us. Hello and welcome to our kitchen. It's time for a little wine and cheese. You have your wine and cheese, we have ours, and we're going to take you for a little wine and cheese tour. Our guides of Spain. And our guides will be, I think, Courtney, who's going to teach us a little bit about cheese, and Lisa, who's going to help with wine. Lisa, say hello.
Hi, everyone.
Good to have you here. And Courtney?
Hi, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. I'm looking forward to this. Full disclaimer, I grew up on Cheese Whiz and Velveeta, and very, very simple wine. So I am here to learn. I'm here for an education. My wife has far more of a refined palate than I do.
But we're excited to learn about these particular cheeses and these wines.
Yes, so let's start with the white wine. Today we're tasting 3 wines, they're all produced by the same family. They're the Hill family. And we're gonna get to taste a white, a rosé, and a red from 2 different regions in Spain. So starting off with the white.
Ofilo da Condesa.
Ofilo da Condesa, which means the son of the Countess. The winery is called Lagar da Condesa. So this is like the youngest wine from this winery. It's 100% Albarino, which is a native grape to the region. The area is Rías Baixas, which is in the northwestern corner of Spain, right along the Atlantic coast, very, very close to the ocean. So this wine has really refreshing, bright, citrusy aromas and flavors. When you give it a little swirl and get some of those aromas working and give it a smell, you'll notice really beautiful citrus notes pop right out, a little bit of lemon peel. And then you'll also notice some green apple, a little bit of pear, maybe even a little white peach.
I got the green apple, definitely.
Right?
Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah.
And then the other thing that you might notice, which is really typical of Albariños from Rías Baixas, is a little bit of that smell, like right when you get to the beach and you roll down your windows, you get that little bit of kind of salty, briny smell. And that's because the vineyards are so close to the ocean, that fog that rolls in off of the sea settles on the grapes. So when they actually get pressed, you get a little bit of that salty salinity in the wine itself.
Oh, it's really nice. It's refreshing. It's very.
I like it because
bright.
it's not super sweet. I'm loving
very
it.
tasty.
It's got a smoothness to it that I rather like.
It's a great way to open up the palate for a nice meal or a great cheese tasting.
Yes. What would you recommend? What cheese would go with this?
Yeah.
So today we're going to go through 3 different Spanish cheeses. I've selected a cow's milk, a sheep's milk, and a goat's milk cheese, just so you have a wide variety. But with this white, we would highly recommend the Mahon cheese. And that's going to be the one that's more yellow with the orange rind. So traditionally, when we go through some cheese tasting, before you even taste, the actual more important thing is smelling it. Your taste buds kind of can only detect 5 different senses, whereas your nose can detect 5,000 to 10,000 different you have different smell receptors. So actually, for tasting the cheese, you actually should smell it first.
My wife has 50,000 smell detectors. She's
like a dog.
She's like, right. We really can benefit from a good sniff of the cheese before you.
Yeah. So this one is from the Menorca region, and it's one of their most famous cow's milk cheeses. And the reason why the rind gets that kind of orangey color is because it's rubbed in paprika and olive oil. So you don't actually get those tastes in it. You'll get more of a fresh, zingy taste.
It's very creamy.
Yeah. So they actually make a few different versions of this cheese. This one is one of the younger ones. It's aged only about 3 months. So you'll get more of that creaminess. Some of the more aged ones, they're more crumbly and have kind of a nuttier, more defined texture. But many of our customers prefer this younger one just because it's just really easy to eat. And especially if you're not too adventurous with the cheeses, and you're not really wanting to try weird things. This one is a generally loved cheese.
This will be the first step up from Cheese Whiz. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, definitely.
Now,
There's nothing wrong with Cheese Whiz.
Will the lactose intolerant please step out of the room? You don't want to see this.
Yeah.
They're nice, light. I don't know. They're just easy on the palate. That's all I can say.
Yeah, the creaminess doesn't overpower the wine. And I think that the acidity in the wine really brings out that nutty quality that you were mentioning. I know it's more subdued in the less cured cheeses, but it really kind of pops out when you drink it with drink a little bit of wine afterwards.
We had better move on to another wine and cheese, because if we don't, I'm going to make a cheese sandwich out of this particular cheese. I won't get any further if we don't move on, because I'm liking it very much.
Let's talk about the second wine, which is the Juan Hill Rosé.
All right.
So this is from the Hill family's flagship winery, their first winery, which is in Jumilla. It's the southern Mediterranean coast of Spain. And they founded this winery in 1916. So this is their first winery that the 5 generations that have gone, have been making wine for the family have worked for. So the blend on this wine, and I really love this rosé because the blend here is Tempranillo and Syrah, both wines that have quite a bit of body to them. But not only that, we also aged this wine in French oak barrels for 5 months. So it's not a long period of time, but it gives this rosé so much body and complexity to it. If you drink a lot of rosés, a lot of times they're very, very light. The aromas are sometimes quite hard to detect, but with this one, give it a little swirl and the aromas just pop right out of the glass.
Will I need a face mask?
You might. Also, if we compare, to rosés you might typically see from France, this is quite dark. Spanish rosés generally are like this. We have a very hot, dry climate in Spain. So our grapes tend to have quite a bit of structure and a lot of tannin to them, a lot of pigment in the skins, and that will make rosés that are generally a little bit darker in color.
Courtney, that brings us to what cheese do you think would go well with this rosé?
Yeah, so I'm sure many of you are familiar with Manchego. It's a pretty popular sheep's milk cheese. The one that I have in this box for you guys is actually, it's called Manchego Aurora. It's from the La Mancha region, and it's a DOP cheese, which means it's protected at origin. A lot of countries have, things that are specific to their region, just like Brie or like Champagne, you want to keep it to your region. So a lot of people, have Manchego, but if it doesn't have the protected origin label, it's not to the same standards as the way things have been traditionally made year after year. This Manchego Aurora is 3 months aged. And you can look at it and tell, by the rind, many people can tell with the hatch marks on the rind that it's a typical Manchego style cheese. These are actually man-made marks now, but back in the day when it was originally made, those marks were coming from like the grass straws that were being wrapped around it. So you can see all those hatch marks, and that actually is a waxed rind. So you're not going to want to eat the rind on this one.
That was my next question. I mean, some rinds are edible and some are not, huh?
Yes, some are not. Wax rinds, some are wrapped, like some cheddars are wrapped in cloth and lard before they're aged. Those you don't want to eat. The majority of other rinds, though, you can eat, even the ones that have mold on them. It's just called a bloomy rind. It's your personal preference, but they're completely safe to eat.
This Manchego is creamier than some that I've had. Others have been harder and more crumbly.
Yeah.
Because it's young.
Yeah, it's young. And so I wanted more of a smooth cheese to go with the rosé. Some of the older aged Manchegos are really crumbly. It's not as pasty of a texture. And I feel like you don't get as much flavor from the wine. This one, since this rosé has such unique flavors, a more mild Manchego really brings those out. And then this is also more of like a snacking Manchego. You could eat this all day.
It's delicious.
I'm tempted.
I really like it.
I am tempted to eat this all
good.
day. Very, very good.
It brings out all of the sweet, fruity flavors of the wine.
Yeah. The paste really does that, especially another tip that you can do while tasting cheese is you can take a bite of it, but rather than chewing it, kind of like rub it up against the roof of your mouth with your tongue, and you can inhale and exhale that way too, and you kind of get all those aromas to go through. So you'll probably pick up more nutty notes when you're doing that with this cheese specifically.
Right. And
Really good.
Of course, in these COVID times, you don't want to rub it up against somebody else's roof of the mouth. Stick to your own mouth, folks. This is, social distancing. Well, this is really good. This is really tasty.
So also in the box, we have a few different types of almonds, and we have a almond torta, which has the Marcona almonds in it, along with some spices. So it's actually a traditional sweetbread. I know, normally with cheese and wine, you're going with like a fresh baguette, but since we're doing the Spanish theme, why not use a torta? So it's very sweet. You'll see kind of the crunched up almonds on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah.
That's really good.
All right.
So our third and final wine is the Juan Hill Silver Label. So this is the family's flagship wine and kind of their claim to fame. It's 100% Monastrell, which is, it's also known as Mourvèdre in France, typically blended a lot in the Southern Rhone Valley. So a lot of people are familiar with it because of that. But it does grow natively on the Southern Mediterranean coast of Spain. With this wine, we've aged it for 12 months in French oak barrels. So you get a nice bit of structure, really nice, rich, super ripe red and black fruits, blackberries, plums, currants, all of those nice aromas. And then also you'll get those notes of spice that are coming from the oak barrels, a little bit of cinnamon, clove, a little bit of that toasted flavor from the barrel itself.
Ooh, it's got some great stuff going on here. Here's to you.
It's really nice.
Oh, it tastes like Christmas to me. I don't know where.
I think that it has a little to do with those cinnamon, clove spices that kind of complement the red and black fruits, because I think that those are a lot of the ingredients that we cook with from Thanksgiving through Christmas.
I like it because it has a smooth quality to it, and it doesn't burn.
Yes.
It's very tasty.
Everything very smooth. And a good pairing for cheese with this, what would you say, Courtney?
Yeah. So for this wine, we've picked the Drunken Goat. So this is your third and final cheese, and it's a goat's milk cheese. It's a semi-soft cheese just because of the age. It's aged only about 2 months. And you'll see on the rind the beautiful purple color. It's actually soaked in wine. It's not this specific one, but it's from the same region and very similar. So that's why it pairs very well together, because you'll get that. But if you're not eating the rind and you're just eating like the white paste inside, you'll just get like a very milky, mild, smooth. You're not going to get that traditional goat's milk flavor that other goat's cheeses have, goat's milk cheese has. But you'll even get kind of like a little touch of fruitiness on the back end. If you're tasting it, especially with the wine, it'll kind of bring out more fruity notes with this cheese.
It doesn't have as much of an aroma as the other cheeses, but when you taste it, it kind of really blooms in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Flavor.
Yes, it's very creamy and smooth. And then also in the box, you'll see a Serrano ham. I forgot to mention that earlier, but yes, the Serrano ham, it's like dry cured and aged. So it's kind of similar concept as like a prosciutto, but it's, from Spain, and it's their own way of dry curing it.
Very nice. Yeah. This cheese is delicious.
I don't know that I've had a favorite, to be honest with you, because they're all so interesting and good, as are the wines. I've suddenly found some new favorites, I think. And
I love this cheese pairing with this wine. It brings out all of that fruit. It's like just explodes in your mouth, It's that really beautiful richness. And the Serrano ham, just to mention, like that really salty flavor, I think also pairs really nicely with the rosé. So I would recommend going back and trying it, because I always love rosés with Spanish hams because of that saltiness. It really makes the flavors of the rosé pop.
all right, how can we get more of these things from you? Where do we get this wine, and where do we get this cheese?
So for the wines, we're teaming up with Vendome in La Cañada. Lynn, who's the owner of the store, is offering a special price for this event, for the Sister Cities event. So you should all have order forms in there, and $1 of the proceeds from every bottle sold is going to go to the Sister Cities organization to help them with their endeavors.
Courtney, can you help us out? Where do we get the cheese? Where can we?
Yeah, so the cheese you can get at the LC Cheese Shop. Right now, you can order through the website, and there's delivery to La Cañada and the surrounding areas, or you can do curbside pickup. You know, due to COVID, we're still being pretty cautious with all of that. And in your boxes, you'll get kind of like a little card that says the name of all the cheeses, and it'll have like a little discount code on the bottom. So you can just plug that in when you order online, and it'll give you 10% off your next order.
Well, thank you very much, because I think like good drug pushers, you've got me addicted. This is great. There's some great stuff here, and I think I want to come back for more.
We learned a lot about Spanish. I knew about Manchego, but I didn't know really about these other cheeses, or I really didn't know much about the wines. It's great. I'm excited.
I appreciate
about
the
this.
education, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank
Lisa.
you. Thank you so much for having us.
I hope everybody out there watching has had a good time tasting as we have. I'm hooked. This is great stuff. And I was largely, as Elza, unfamiliar with a lot of the Spanish wines and the cheeses. So I appreciate the new experience. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa and Courtney, for that great tasting tour.
I'm thinking we need to get to Spain pronto. And not just for their wine and cheese, but for the main courses.
I must admit, I was particularly intrigued by that wine. I said it reminded me of Christmas. And that takes us to our friends from Villanueva de la Cañada, who recently sent us their best wishes for our past holiday season and this new year of 2021.
Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami.
Año Noel, Merry Christmas,
¡Feliz Navidad!
y un 2021 lleno de salud.
Hola, desde Villanueva de la Cañada os deseamos a todos nuestros amigos y amigas unas felices fiestas en estas Navidades y que el año 2021 sea mucho mejor que el que se acaba ahora. Un saludo muy fuerte. Adiós.
Feliz Navidad y un 2021 lleno de salud.
Feliz Navidad y un 2021 lleno de salud.
Desde Villanueva de la Cañada os deseamos feliz Navidad y mucha salud para el 2021.
To my friends from Royston and Le Vicinet, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a healthy 2021.
Hi, I am Ana of Villanueva de la Cañada and I wish you a happy Merry Christmas and a healthy 2021.
Feliz Navidad
y un 2021 lleno de salud.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a healthy 2021.
Queridos amigos, desde Villanueva de la Cañada os deseamos feliz Navidad y un 2021 lleno de salud y alegría.
Para todos los municipios hermanados con Villanueva de la Cañada, quiero desearles unas buenísimas Navidades en compañía de todos sus seres queridos, de sus padres, sus hijos, sus abuelos, sus tíos, toda la familia en general. Y, ¿por qué no?, de esta familia maravillosa que es la familia de Villanueva de la Cañada. Y desearos a todos que el próximo año venga lleno de salud, de paz y sobre todo de prosperidad. Os deseo a todos una feliz Navidad.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place could shine brighter than tomorrow.
And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you'll feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me.
If you want to know why, there's love that cannot lie. Love is strong, it only cares of joyful giving.
And if we try, we shall see. In this bliss we cannot feel. Fear or dread, stop existing and start living.
Then it feels that always love's enough for us growing. Make a better world, make a better world, heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me.
Hi, I'm Grace Fontes, and I represented La Cañada at the Youth Leadership Summit in 2018 in Denver, Colorado. I have been a part of the Sister Cities Youth Group for about 3 years now, and am now one of the co-presidents.
Hi, I'm Anna Cristina Bailey, and I was a summer exchange student to Villanueva de la Cañada, Spain, in summer 2019. I've been a part of the youth group for about 2 years, and I'm one of the co-presidents of the youth group with Grace.
Something I've really enjoyed about Sister Cities would be getting to meet and connect with people from all around the world. At the Youth Summit, there were people from every state possibly in the United States and even different countries. So it was great to talk about our experiences and kind of discover what we did and didn't have in common.
My favorite part about being involved in Sister Cities definitely has to be the exchange program. I had a really amazing time traveling to Spain and staying with my host family for 2 weeks. And I also had a really great time hosting my exchange student and exploring LA with her and seeing parts of LA that I hadn't even seen. It was just a really invaluable experience.
Something I've learned during my time at Sister Cities has been how much I love listening to others and hearing people's stories. During my time, I have heard from quite a few speakers from different places or backgrounds and have really discovered how important it is to listen to the stories of others and hear from their perspectives and worldviews.
Since being involved in Sister Cities, my confidence has definitely grown. The exchange program really encouraged me to get out of my comfort zone and branch out a bit, especially being in a new country. And I wasn't 100% fluent in Spanish, but I'm really thankful that I had the opportunity to explore and have that experience.
One of the things I've gained has been a broader worldview, but also this year especially would be adaptability, which is such an important part of leading a team And this year has been very different and even at times difficult, but it's been great to learn from sister cities how to overcome barriers as a team and work to make sure everyone has a great time.
I think Sister Cities has helped me gain a greater cultural understanding. I learned that it's a lot easier to connect with people whose backgrounds are very different from yours than you might think. I know before the exchange started, I was really nervous about hosting my host sister. I didn't think that we'd have anything to talk about, and I was nervous that we wouldn't be able to really connect. That definitely was not the case. We became really great friends. And I think I just realized that people have a lot more in common than they might think. And once you get past those barriers, you can definitely connect. And I'm really grateful that I was able to connect with my host sister and really make a lifelong friend.
Hi, my name is Marcus Chmielewski, and I'm a graduate of the International Space Academy. I currently study economics at Occidental College. Thanks to Sister Cities, in 2019, I was fortunate enough to travel to Madrid, Spain, where I got to tour ESA, the European Space Agency, and got to see one of my favorite stadiums in the world, the Bernabeu. I also hosted 3 Spanish students where I got to show them all of LA. I'm so thankful to Sister Cities for this experience, and I hope others can share it with me.
The California Youth Leadership Summit is pleased to present the 2021 Betty Wilson and Thelma Press Outstanding Youth Program Award to the La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities Association.
It's okay to fail, you just have to know why and fix it for next time.
I'll do design, the launcher.
I think we need to buy like the actual materials, like the wooden board.
Liftoff is the last word. Liftoff. Woo! Ladies, gentlemen, today is the big day. Go. Show rolling. Thank you so much for coming to the graduation from the Space Academy here.
The program has really had an impact on me.
We all improved a lot from the beginning.
I really truly appreciate your students joining the Academy.
And I'm the co-publicity chair for the Sister Cities Youth Group, as well as one of the 10 high school panelists at the 2021 Youth Leadership Summit. Through this program, I've gotten to meet students from Spain, students from different schools in La Cañada, community leaders and organizations, and so much more. I feel like I've gotten to know my own city better through Sister Cities. Thank you, La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities, for all the incredible opportunities you've given me.
Hey everyone, my name is Christian Chung and I'm a sophomore at the Wharton School studying finance and business analytics. And more importantly, I was a summer exchange student to Spain in 2019. Now looking back, I have a lot of fun memories, but one of my favorite memories was sitting around the table after a late dinner with my Spanish family singing songs and my Spanish brother Joaquin on the guitar. And it's really those kinds of genuine experiences that set this program apart. So I'd love to congratulate and thank the city of La Cañada and La Cañada Sister Cities for an amazing 5 years, and I only wish you the best for the next 5.
Thank you, students. And thanks to Vicki and the entire staff of the La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities for these first 5 years.
I hope you've enjoyed the evening as much as we have. And I'm more than ever looking forward to finishing our wine and cheese, cracking open my Spanish language phrase book, and visiting Villanueva de la Cañada firsthand.
You know, peace and understanding are only possible in this shrinking world when people rub elbows with one another. La Cañada Sister Cities is the very heart of that idea, and we invite you to become a part of the fun.
We encourage all of you to become members of the La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities Association. Check us out on Facebook or on our website, lcfsistercities.org, where you can learn more about us and join online.
And if some of you are still wondering if my stowaway attempt to Amsterdam was a success, let's just say it did not quite work out as planned, and I spent the rest of the day under strict supervision.
Forget Amsterdam. We are on our way to Spain.
It's a deal. Thanks for joining us and for your support of the La Cañada Flint Ridge Sister Cities Association. See you next year, and God willing, on the streets of Villanueva de la Cañada. Take care and good night.
Good night, all.